Hello, my name is Dr. Bertrina Olivia West Amati, and you are watching Dr.O After Dark. Hey y'all, hey, it is me, Dr. O here, ready for another episode of Dr.O After Dark. Thank you all for joining me, and I hope you guys are just as ready as I am because I have an amazing treat for you guys tonight. Let's welcome my guest, Miss Kia Thomas, also known as Art Junkie. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. So we're going to get into who you are and a little bit about you, but we did want to just say we know that you are an art curator, artist manager, and as well as a creative director.
I wear many hats.
You are a battle buddy.
I battle buddy.
Hoorah! Shout out to all the vets out there. So
Yes.
you did 10 years.
10 years.
Ooh, 10 years in the United States Army.
I
Just
did.
to you, baby. 'cause,
Okay.
Listen,
Listen, it was a journey.
I did 3 in the Navy and barely made those 3. So, I mean, 10? Yeah.
It was definitely a journey.
But you get all the benefits to be
That's the part.
Listen,
I worked hard for 10 years. I got to get the benefits of it.
You get 100%?
I'm not at 100% yet.
Okay.
You know, they make it hard for the veterans to get our percentage. They make it hard.
We'll talk more
Yeah.
about that. And if you're a
Yeah.
veteran
Yeah.
who is trying to get your 100%, holla at Dr. O. We're not gonna let her, that's the government. I don't mess with the government now. We ain't gonna be saying all the secrets.
Listen.
I am not teaching anybody or talking about cheating the government. I am talking and educating on knowing what's in your medical file.
And knowing what you're entitled to.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because 10 years,
But
I'm entitled to a whole lot.
I mean, you did 10 years. We ain't talking about what your ancestors did.
Okay.
On their bud. We was in armies before we even signed up to be in armies.
Signed the
So we're not even
contract.
gonna get, that's why I said.
Right.
We ain't messing with the government today. That's some, after hours after dark conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we can get you at that 100%. That's
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say. We can, review these files.
trying.
And take it.
I'm trying.
We can get you at 100%. No guarantees. There's no guarantees in nothing in life. But you guys holler at me. No guarantees, but we'll work with you to see the best way we can get you at 100%. So, I know I just went on. Y'all know me and my vets. We'll go off and start talking.
Listen, that's a whole nother conversation.
Mother of 4.
Mother of 4.
3 boys.
1 girl.
1 girl. Hell, we'll just
Baby.
talk. The baby.
The baby of the bunch. But she run everybody.
I'm sure she do. And I know she's spoiled. She the boss. I need to have her on the show.
Smallest, you do. Because she's a ball of personality.
How old are the kids?
So my oldest is 15.
Okay.
And then I have a 9-year-old, an 8-year-old, and the baby girl is 6. Yeah. And she run everybody. Even me sometimes.
Believe me, I believe it. And they fairly close in age as well. Yeah, no, I've definitely know what a girl.
They have that bond, and that's what I instilled in them, and that's what I love. Because regardless of, you ain't got to have nobody else, but they have each other.
So your 15-year-old, high school, and everybody else is elementary?
1 more year. Just imagine if I would have had him, I would have been done. Done.
So what grade is he in?
He's in the 10th grade.
He's in the 10th grade. Ooh, coming up
2
on
more years.
And then we
2 more.
out the door.
Out the door.
I mean, my kids are 12 years apart.
Okay.
So, think of how I feel. I have one who will be 24 on Saturday. And then my daughter who's 11.
Okay.
So I think all the time if we would have.
Yeah, because you started over.
Yeah.
All the way.
I was talking to my daughter yesterday evening, And, she was going back and, she's always liked to call us old and old school. And what when we was a kid and stuff and all these little things that she just wait till the little one. That's what I was getting to. Wait till the little one gets into middle school.
She already calling me old.
But wait till she get into middle school. This whole my daughter goes,
right.
I'm like,
right.
What are you trying to do? Peace? Like, what is that extra thumb that's out? Why the tongue got out?
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, that's so fetch. Oh, that's snatch.
The language.
I'm eating. You know what she say? I ate that and didn't leave no crumbs.
Yeah.
Like, do you even know what that means? Do you know what that means? She's like, my friend said at school, and that's how she talked to. Like, it said at school, yes, girl, yes.
Yeah.
I have a shirt that, and you may have seen one similar that says like, mama, mom. Then it goes, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my son all the way.
Called bruh.
But she's
so
like,
much.
Girl.
Yeah.
Girl. I'm like, who you calling?
Yeah. Or I. Like what?
So believe me. So yes, I think about it, especially with him being 24, that
could have been done.
Living. Lots of luxury.
We wanted a village. We wanted a village. Yeah.
On the beach.
Yeah. Retired.
Traveling all over the world. Sex anywhere you want, any time of day.
Walk around the house how we want to. If I don't want to put on no clothes, I ain't got to.
Walk around and be like, why are you hanging all the way down there? Is it supposed to be down there? Yeah. What is that? What is that right there? Why does that jiggle? If you don't...
They don't know. But they gonna find out. Just like my mama told me. She said, you gonna understand it when you have your own kids.
Keep living and you gonna find out too. You gonna get the little jiggles and the wiggles as well. Absolutely. Yeah. All right, so 4. And 4 where is the other thing. Like,
thank you. You know I get that all the time when I say I got 4 kids. They be like, first of all, how old are you? I'm like, I had 4. But that's the military. I worked out. So it came off. Yeah. I ain't had no choice. I had to work out.
Hey, you got flat feet?
I do. Very flat feet. I don't have no arch. No arch.
And you worked out a whole lot over 10 years?
I did. I did.
So you got like arthritis or bone
I
ache?
kind of got all that. No manganese over here. You gonna have to help me up. Yeah.
And I bet you none of those are considered in that percentage.
I got to walk in there with a cane, crippled if I wanna.
No, you don't. Especially not now. We may have to in the Army and the Air Force, but in the Navy and the Air Force, yeah, but in the Army and the Marines, they be throwing benefits at y'all. Boom, 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 boom.
They should, as much as we have to go through. My son right now, I'm in a battle with my son, and he wants to go in the military, and I don't know if I agree with that, because I went in because I wanted to finish my college education, and I feel like I've served my time so that you can go to school for free. So I feel like I don't see no reason for you to want to go in.
Why does he want to go in?
Because I was in.
Okay.
Because I want to be a soldier too, but I just feel like they saw the benefits of it, but they didn't necessarily see what I had to go through to get the benefits, the mental stuff I had to go through. It was a lot. 10 years, deployed 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
It was a lot.
Where were you deployed to?
Twice to Iraq, twice to Afghanistan. So it was a lot. 100%? Even after getting blown up, I'm not at 100%. Yeah. Because it's like you see that on my record, but I still have to prove that all of these things are affecting me, which I don't get. I don't like the VA.
Oh, okay.
They give us such a hard time, and it's veterans working there. And I don't understand that for the life of me.
How you don't understand the plight yourself.
And you went through it as well.
And so you, out of all people, should know.
Should know.
And they do. You can get the good ones every now and then.
But majority,
who will pull you over to the side and be like, listen, I'm going to tell you how to do it all in the back. But the majority of them
are acting like they giving you the money out their pocket.
And I think because a lot of them are just vets and not like retired. Like when you get retired or when you have a disability that's paying benefits, you know, or you went into a field that is able to really multiply on a civilian world, like technology or something,
IT, supplies,
you know, like that.
Yeah.
Then you have a dependable income or career. Now, when we've been in as vets, and this is no shot to any vets like myself who did 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or anything less than retirement, we still have to go out and find, a job or a career. And if you think a lot of people, especially those who are enlisted, a vast majority of them don't go to college or use their GI Bill, and they can come in with that. But if I can get out of the military and be just about guaranteed a government job because I'm a veteran with great benefits without having to go to war, without having to go to this, without having to go to that. Now the main difference is the contract. Is that if, I mess this up because you want to, complain or, I'm trying to hook you up or something like that, I'm going to lose my job and my livelihood. So even though I may understand, my job is telling me I need to do it this specific way. And so I can't partner on you with you on this, sis. I can't partner with you on this, bro. I can't partner with you on this, vet. Because I'm going to get in trouble.
It's a struggle.
And it takes away from a lot of times
the camaraderie.
Take the words out of my mouth. The camaraderie that we're taught. The camaraderie that we're taught in the military. It takes away, for that. Everybody's being for themselves.
Every man for themselves.
Yeah. So, I think for a lot of us, especially those without privilege, because I think there's a couple of different types of people that join the military, but I believe there's two main groups. Those are those of us who go in because that might be what we feel as our only option for, career success, travel, education, our families, whatever else the case may be. So there's those of us, and then there's those who did not come in for that reason. Maybe it's legacy. Their whole, family, being in the military. Maybe it's a part of, a gone with legacy is, I'm an officer, going in as an officer and things like that, and having that education and things like that. That is, separate those from basically like those who need or feel like they need to join the military to have a better life, and those who just want to join the military because of whatever reasons they want to join the pleasure of it.
And then you can always tell. Soldiers you could tell the soldiers that this is their only option. Because they're different kind of soldiers. They're different kind versus the ones that just come in and boom, 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 boom,
exactly.
boom. Yeah. They don't have the same type of ambition or the same
motivation.
Type of, I got your back or support. Than somebody just
because
coming in.
Anyway, that goes into all types of privilege. Privilege, right?
It does.
In any setting, I'm not as threatened by doing the same thing that you're doing because I know that I can just go in there and talk to Sally.
I can coast, right?
They're like, hey,
don't have
Sally,
no type of
girl,
standard to get up to. And you can tell those
I'm protected.
soldiers.
I'm protected. My family's being in here. They're not really gonna do anything to me. And even if they did, then I can go back home to my mom and my dad.
Exactly. But,
they can give me money. And if they don't take care of me financially, then I'm upset because that's what they trained me on. And then a sense of entitlement.
But you know what I've learned? Even with that, everybody get it when you deploy. Like when you deploy, that's when you can tell the soldiers from, oh, you just thought this was finna be a cakewalk, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Now you in the line
now
of
you're
fire.
all equal.
We all on the same playing field. Yeah.
And you know, you may even be on a worse playing field because you've been told you've been the asshole this whole time. And over here, the same rules that applied back there, they don't play over here. That's why they have the terms of friendly
got to put
fire.
up or shut up then, because you don't have the family to back you. You don't have nobody have your back.
Listen,
put up or shut up.
I'm stressed. I'm away from my family. My life is on the line
every day.
The food nasty as hell. I'm sleep deprived.
Man, losing weight is hot. I got to wear all this battle rattle.
And I'm carrying around with me everywhere I go.
Everywhere. My weapon.
This rifle.
My Kevlar. My vest.
And you want to come to me and say something slick to me?
Crazy. Oh, man. I don't care what rank you got on over here. You can't. It's hot. I might be the one that saved your life. And you talking crazy.
I might be the one that take your life.
Okay.
that's
more, real.
That's where I'm coming from. It's
that's
like you want a thin line because because
everybody on edge.
Government's gonna cover it up anyway.
Oh.
It's friendly fire.
Yeah.
They're not gonna captain's mask you, take you to jail or anything else like that.
None of that.
Because they're gonna be too busy, like everything else, trying to cover it
The
up.
bigger picture.
For the bigger picture. So I can get with what you keep on talking to me, Select. I can get away with just about anything.
You can get with it over here.
Over here, because the rules are different.
The rules are different.
And that is what I worry about for like our children and different things of that nature.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of from certain aspects, and I believe what I was gonna say is that I believe that those of us who may come in from this side, like myself, is that we do come in with not for the legacy aspect of I want my kids to go. No, I'm coming in to make a difference and get myself out of whatever situation that I'm in and this generational curse. So you don't have to. I got the GI Bill. I don't went to college myself. I got this great career, this great job I can afford, and I can put you in and I know more.
So you don't even have to.
You don't have to look here and experience that. So that whole, I want to join the Navy because you didn't.
Like, why?
I don't want to join the Army because you didn't.
I only did it so you wouldn't have to.
Yeah, and that's it. And then now I will say, like, that's for my daughter. I don't recommend the military for any female.
Absolutely not.
Especially not my daughter. I don't care how
Absolutely
much
not.
Women are equal. You want to go. I agree. As much as a feminist and everything else. It's not us that's the problem. It's the military. It's the men. It's still a man's.
It's the good old boy game.
It still is. And regardless, the more that we fight to be in, the more they fight to show us
they don't want us there
over here.
Yeah.
And
no matter how much we accomplish, no matter how many records we set, if I pass your record, that's only gonna make you hate us more.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna abuse you.
Do anything to tear us down.
Sexually harass you. And guess what?
And that's high in the military. As much as they try to cover it up and we got these services and these counselings and
And it is because with it still being that good old boy game.
The good old boy game.
You know what? When you do go to report and try it, they can be like, oh no, that didn't happen. Because he's an E5. You're only an E1. He's married with 5 kids.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that to you.
And he the one
Y'all check out my book?
Yeah.
Because the story's coming.
He'll do it the most.
What you mean? But he get away with it. Because his supervisor and the lieutenants and the chiefs, and no matter what rank you call them, across the branches, they're going to
they gonna look out for they boy.
They're gonna protect themselves because they're still going to do maybe whatever the bare minimum protocol says when you go and report, because I got to protect myself.
Bare minimum.
But I ain't really looking out for you. I'm looking
gonna
out
make it seem
for them.
like,
I'm make it seem like
but
it.
then behind the scenes, I'm gonna give you extra duty, and I'm gonna put you on these assignments, and I'm gonna send you here so that out of sight, out of mind.
And did you know that for many, many years, when someone would say they had PTSD, especially a woman, more specifically in MST or military sexual trauma, and part of the investigation, they make you go see a mental health professional, a psychologist. And for many, many, many years, this just recently changed, and when I say recent, probably within the last 10 or so years, to where the military wanted to cover up PTSD diagnosis and wanted to minimize it as being less than what it actually is.
Right.
And so they'll diagnose you with a personality disorder.
And put you on medication.
Oh no, they wouldn't even put you on medication. They'll
That's
diagnose you with a personality disorder and then kick you out. They'll give you the honorable to see why ain't they self again, but they'll make sure that honorable is so you cannot re-list or re-come in or anything else like that. And they'll make sure that the honorable is that the diagnosis is not put back onto them. So they'll give you like a release code that says that it's not related to medical disability.
Exactly. And that
I just diagnosed
also
you
keeps you
with the
from getting your
personality.
full benefit.
Exactly. We're not going to take responsibility. You have PTSD, but instead, I diagnosed you with a personality disorder. A personality disorder is innate. It was how you were born. You came, so that means
so you had
we
this
did not
you
give
came,
it to you. You
before
had it
you
before
came
you came
in.
into the military, so it's not our fault. Therefore, we don't have to take any responsibility or pay anything. I thank the governors and senators and all the lawmakers who looked into that and changed those laws. And changed the laws around military sexual trauma and those things that, honestly.
Because it's a big deal and it's a big problem. And what they also need to do as well is have more training on how to incorporate us back into the civilian world. Because we don't have a lot of those skills. We get out and we just...
I'm laughing because I remember, I think we went to a job, basically like a job fair on base. And that was it. It was like here, you can be a police officer. You can be a corrections officer.
Put you right back in the type of fields that cause the exact same trauma as the military. Well, what if I don't want to be a police officer? And I don't want to go work in no prison.
Or if I feel like, again, that is maybe my only option of getting out of my family and things out of poverty because, it's easy to transition from the military to law enforcement. They pay a decent salary. Shoot, even in some places as a single person living in an apartment, you can stay there rent free if you just keep your car parked outside. How many of us wouldn't, especially with the rent prices and everything else, who wouldn't want that benefit?
And it's all a setup because they're not offering things that the common civilian will be offered as a job opportunities. They bring police officers, security.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying.
And
they bring in, that's all that's in the job fairs.
It makes us think that that's our only option to go to after the military. Like, I can't do or be anything else.
Yeah, because you think, again, like a lot of people who were talking about these two different types of people that entered the military, and we're looking at the us's over here, when that's all we're introduced to. From here is law enforcement, corrections, security. We're not going back there
at all.
We're not going back there to where I came from. Tried the military, and maybe I was traumatized. But you don't give me any other options to feed me and my family. And so I'm gonna take my unhealed, traumatized self and go out here and deal with criminals.
Right.
Who are now oftentimes viewed, now, mind you, they're criminals.
Right.
But what does the law say? We're innocent until proven guilty. So how can people out here on the street
already be viewed,
even be viewed as a criminal? Oh, I know you just robbed that bank.
Yeah.
You may have just seen me walk out of there with this 90-inch screen TV and arrested me, allegedly, because until a jury of my peers say, yes, that was Olivia walking out of there with some laundry detergent in one hand, 90-inch TV in the other,
right,
then I'm not a criminal. But we don't view it like that. And all these loiterers, these thugs, these that, they're criminals.
And all the systems, they link, because you just think about it. You take somebody that's been in the military for however many years, get in that training, being deployed, then they go right into law enforcement. So what do you think the training and the mindset
the criminals
is going to be?
Are the same.
Are the same.
So just as I go out there and I see an enemy and I'm trained to kill on sight.
That's it.
Protect myself, look out for myself and my battle buddies.
Yeah.
Why do you think Blue Lives Matter exists? I'm looking at, we're taught, and this is coming ironically.
Yeah.
This is the path I went. So if y'all don't know, former military, went into law enforcement, dually certified as both corrections and on the road. So I was worked in law enforcement in Florida. So with that, I'm saying, because even when Trayvon Martin, now I know a lot of things existed and we've been dealing with this for years in our history, but I think that Trayvon Martin was a pivotal time for kind of like this generation.
Right.
There's been a lot that has happened since Trayvon Martin that has continued to, rev up and make it still relevant to Generation Z and elemental P and Qs and X's and everybody else. But, with those who, what is in the
Gen X.
I guess 79, 89 run or something similar to that, whatever that is.
Yeah.
We were there when we were in our late 20s, early 30s when Trayvon Martin happened.
Yeah.
So me being a law enforcement officer, former law enforcement officer from Florida, where this big thing happened, and then knowing the law, I knew Trayvon Martin was getting off.
Yeah.
Even though everybody was like, I know the Florida law. I know the stand your ground law. So as crazy as it may be, and now all of you guys are seeing it more as more and more stuff is coming out of Florida, and everybody's like, I need to leave Florida, I'm moving from Florida because the laws are getting more and more. But knowing that, and so we could be mad at the police officer who came and, may have didn't, quote unquote, do their job. I'm coming from the police officer standpoint of, nah, he did do his job. Yeah, he did do everything according to how he's trained and what he's taught. That's the law that you guys have an issue with. It's not necessarily the officer. Even when we move forward and we see other events across the nation of, police brutality, specifically against, the Black community. That is where my problem lies. Because as a former law enforcement officer, and many of these things that we're out here protesting on and everything else, I say, if I was in that position, I probably wouldn't have did anything different than that officer. That officer replied or did what they were supposed to do based on how we're trained. We're trained again, like soldiers. I got to get home to my family. So if there's a threat that I feel that's going to affect me from getting home to my family, I'm a shoot. And I'm not going to shoot to injure. We don't shoot to injure.
Yeah.
We're not shooting you in the arm. Yeah. We're not shooting you in your legs and make you stop running. We're not shooting you in your foot. We're shooting center mass. We shoot to kill.
That's how they train.
That's how we're trained. It's not a headshot. Because those you miss. But center mass, we shoot to kill.
And that's
it don't
what
matter
a lot
what
of
it
people
is.
don't understand when they be asking, well, how do they train y'all to do that? Yes,
Yes,
they absolutely
do.
Because you know what they do when you're in the military, you have to shoot, or well, if you can't shoot to kill, guess what, you get put out.
Exactly.
So that's the
because
only,
we can't have that person coming back and
Exactly.
killing not just me,
but other soldiers on the field.
Exactly.
And that's how they train
Me and my
law
team. So I'm
enforcement.
protecting
Mhm.
them, and see now where. So I don't have an issue with that, and that's where I can. Sometimes I get it back from a lot of people in the black community and different things of that nature, whatever. And I'm like, no, because they were following their training. The problem is what we see is when people start picking and choosing who they want to follow the training on. I'm going to follow my training and it's justified against this black man who was running away, and I think that was a criminal. But what I do when I see the white boy that's running away from the same scene.
And that's the problem.
Stop!
Mhm.
I'm going to shoot. I said stop. Did you not hear me? Oh, God. I got to run. Stop. Oh, they not stopping? Okay, let me go and do. We'll catch him. We'll put a warrant out. That's where the problem lies. You follow the rules to the T and say it's protocol when it's a person of color. But that's not equal across the board. If we're going to follow the rules, if we're going to do what we're trained, then we don't need to be stopping and thinking about, I'm not stopping and thinking about if you black, if you white, if you Asian, if you Hispanic. You can look just like, I may stop if you look just like my mother. I'm just going to say it may stutter, but at the same time, I'm not trained to have that discrimination.
Right.
So if we're going to fall on that and stand by that, then as they say, them young men and women, what's that? Stand on business? Stand on your business.
Yeah.
Stand on your business.
All across the board.
Across the board. Everybody can get it.
Yeah. Because that's how they train you.
That's how they train you.
Anybody can get it. Anybody is a threat.
Can get
It don't matter the color, the age, the demographic. Anybody can get it. If they're a threat to your life, anybody can get it.
So you coming from the military, and you're taking that same training, that same mentality,
and going into
the civilian world and into law enforcement. And again, these are not criminals. And even if they are, now that goes into capital punishment and everything else, like views on that. But even if they are, as a law enforcement officer, you're just here to do what? Enforce the law. That's it. Enforce the law. And you're not here to judge. You're not here
even
to...
enough training in between that time to even get you acclimated to civilians. Because if you're taking me, for example, I did 10 years deployed 4 times, and then I go right into law enforcement without training to be acclimated into the civilian world. When I get into a battle, what you think my mind gonna go back to?
It's gonna go back
when I was in Afghanistan, when I was in Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same type of battle mentality without getting the proper training. I don't know how to differentiate if you even are a threat. I'm just knowing it's a threat and I got to take it out. Mm-hmm. But I'm on my homeland, my home soil. I'm not overseas anymore.
And then think of how that consistent trigger now plays into when I'm not in uniform. How many people do we see that are off duty?
Yeah.
Vigilantes.
Yeah.
Because they were still triggered by something.
By something.
And they had to act.
Yeah.
How many people do we see? And for many times, just many years, we just diagnosed or seen it as, they just crazy. The domestic violence that increases in military and law enforcement.
Absolutely. Domestic violence, sexual assault, like just why you
child
think
abuse.
A lot of veterans can't keep jobs, they get fired, they too aggressive, because where is the training to acclimate them? And when they get triggered, all they hear you saying is, you crazy, but no.
Better yet, and I agree on the training, but better yet, they need to implement, like on part of the exit plan or, re-entry during that time. Is mandatory, like through the military covered, like mandatory, like re-entry therapy.
Absolutely.
Because I can be trained, but I need to fix my mind to transition mentally. And I'm thinking as we're
back
talking
into
about
the real world.
and that, yes, I'm plugging myself. I'm always plugging myself, but it's not just coming from me as a mental health therapist.
I absolutely
it's
agree.
Thinking even as a veteran and going out. I don't remember speaking to like having if we had a mental health evaluation, it was part of like the overall medical evaluation, like physical.
Yeah.
Check this. How you feeling? Check.
You feeling good? All right.
Okay.
You
well,
good?
Yeah.
But they not checking the mind.
Yeah. The most that I had with mental health was when the lady, white woman, by the way, this was my first. This is why everybody always like, oh, you're a psychologist. Yeah, but this was not my path. Because my very first experience was from a white female psychologist who tried to call me crazy. Who diagnosed me with a personality disorder. And I didn't find out till 12, 13 years later. When I was and so I will commend again the military as well, the VA, and I was meeting with a clinical social worker, and she's the one that told me, well, did you know that, here's an article about them doing this and da da da. And that was the way that I had my, number one, my diagnosis switched. But number two, can you imagine a professional, not just, your friend or your this or that, talking about you a narcissist, girl, you think you got narcissist. No, a professional, licensed professional, telling you have a personality disorder, no matter how much you want to believe it or not. That fucked me up.
Yeah.
A personality disorder, that's not like a, depression or anxiety, something that we feel that we can get over. Personality disorder is a part of you and a part of your personality. And in society, what we're trained in and what we believe in is that means you're crazy.
Right.
That is, so you telling me
that I'm crazy.
I'm crazy.
A professional at
that.
Professional,
a licensed professional telling me that I'm crazy. At 19 years old. Carry that shit.
Yeah.
Throughout in my parenting, in my relationships, in my careers after that, I try to bury it, as we all do, because I can't live in it. But yes, I am crazy. They said I have a personality disorder. I'm crazy. And it wasn't until I was early 30s when I found out this whole time they were lying to CYA and to protect themselves.
And then
a lot of us don't even know that.
It was a stigma in the military to even be known as going to see a therapist, because they viewed it as weak, or you crazy, something wrong with you. But
or you lose your job.
Yeah.
There is a lot of even clients that I have who will pay out of pocket, so it won't be documented in insurance or wherever else, and they will not specifically go to a military psychologist or military therapist or anybody associated with the VA to keep it out of their military record. Because if I tell you that I'm extremely stressed and my drinking or my consumption of alcohol has consumed a little bit more than I like,
or start
and I might need a little bit of help
that I've endured or been through or seen, they can't have that kind of stuff.
You got a substance abuse problem.
Yeah.
You got a this problem. You got people.
It ain't on us though.
No, it ain't on you, and we're not gonna work with you while you figure it out. See, like a lot of our companies, we can do FMLA, or do anything else
free
like that.
therapy.
Go, take this time and heal.
Military. You got a drinking problem? Get out, because you had this before you came in.
No, we'll encourage you. We'll encourage you. Invite us to drink out with you and everything else to get that DUI.
Yeah.
When something bad happened, then we'll kick you out.
Yeah.
Then it's a problem.
Yeah.
But any other time,
I'm cheersing with you.
You look.
I'm celebrating it
I'm
with
sure
you.
we got all our crazy stories. I'm just thinking back as we talking about
Right.
people I done seen running in the middle of the ocean, getting
Man.
chased by Humvees, and because they was
All kinds of stuff.
intoxicated, and how much that was encouraged. How our senior, supervisors and officers and we're invited. We'll go out to,
We'll go out and have some drinks.
and have some drinks.
Yeah.
And everything else.
And everything will be fine. Just drink it.
Yeah,
You'll
we
be
good.
all right.
Until you get that DUI on your way home.
Now it's on you.
And we're going to kick you out because that cannot reflect on the military.
Yeah. At all.
It cannot reflect. We're the good boys.
Where do you think the problem stem from? I wasn't drinking before I came in here. Not as much.
You know who I would love to, and if you're out there, I would love to have a guest, a veteran, or probably more so I would say veteran. I wouldn't want anybody active duty because I don't want you getting in trouble.
Right.
Did you get permission to be on that podcast?
They didn't get the sign off.
Yes.
They didn't get the sign
So
off.
a veteran who identifies as part of the LGBTQ plus community.
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it?
I don't think we have enough time in this show today.
That got to be another segment.
And we have to have, because it's
baby.
been too good. Because when I came in, it was
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't
and
tell.
if they find out, they gonna whoop your ass and then,
and then they
put
gonna kick you out. Now I see somebody.
Like what?
I see somebody in full uniform.
They getting benefits
And,
now.
and they were active duty in full uniform. Full uniform. Looks like he was in the on base in one of the offices doing a TikTok dance. Girl, I was like, ooh, I know they didn't approve of that.
But they,
because he was just so into it. He was
yeah.
like with the lip gloss on. And I'm like, but you in full uniform? I wonder how they managing through.
I would like to know too, because I couldn't
just
even.
the trauma
What?
in that, especially with it being accepted.
I would
Ain't it
love
just
to
like
be a
women was
fly on
accepted.
the wall for the acceptance speech, because there's no way.
Just like we as women would never accept it. So
Right.
they'll say it.
Yeah, they'll
Like how
say it
many
then
laws?
behind closed doors. It's a whole nother happening.
My
Yeah.
goodness. So if you out there, you want to join in on this conversation, holla at your girl, Dr. Olivia West, on all platforms. I know we didn't even really get into you as the artist.
I know.
We stopped at the kids.
We
and,
did. In the military.
And
And
kept on going from there.
listen, I am still young, and it's like I feel like I'm on to my second life, because I've already lived a full life, and
So we got to
my
get you
second
back
life.
on here
Yeah.
to talk about
We do.
your second life.
Yes.
But really quick, tell us, as we're ready to close out, really quick about your art. And I know that you opened a gallery or having a show.
I'm trying to open a gallery. So right now, I'm just putting on my own solo shows as an artist, curator, and also an art manager. I've been working with a lot of the local artists here in Atlanta, and I'm also an art collector. That's where my passion actually started from, collecting and buying art, and then I got into the different medias of art and mixed media and the different themes and the different paints and all that goes into creating an art piece. So that started off as my passion, and then I'm like, okay, I love art so much and I love going to shows. I can open my own gallery and do my own shows where beginning artists can come and have, if they don't have a studio or somewhere to go paint, they can come paint at the gallery, and then they can also use that we can hold shows and have other art collectors come and look at your art and look at your paintings and build that up. And because I've been around artists my whole life and from all over the world, it's like I have a lot of experience. I can manage you if you're trying to be an artist. Okay, what does that look like? What exactly, how can I sell my art? How can I have my platform? How can I get my website? So I'm tied into all of that's been my passion, and since I got out, I've been head first into my passion.
Now, are you familiar with the Hidden Gallery?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
All right.
I
So
love the
shout
Hidden
out.
Gallery.
So you recognize that? behind you?
Yes, I told you when
Look,
I
this
came
one
in
over
here,
here
I was
behind the
like,
light. I don't know
I
if you can see it behind the
love your
camera.
the art you have
Shout
in here,
out
the art.
to my
yeah.
boy Maya Bailey.
Oh, I was just
That's his piece right there. That's what I was saying. Yeah. So at the Hidden Gallery, if you guys are in Atlanta,
Peter Street Station.
check out 333 Peter Street. Perfect. Art gallery.
And what he's done for that art community down there with just buying up that real estate for artists to have a place to come to is just amazing.
Shout out to Maya Bailey, Tukey Carter, who, they partnered together and started with, the tattoo shops.
Yes.
Shout out to Petey, wonderful artist, not only like the general manager, he manages everything over there. So, but I thought about that because if you're not connected, that would be a great connection because that's what I see what you're talking about, kind of envisioning it like what they have. Mine is a tattoo shop on top unless you're a tattoo artist. But having a gallery where you can do your own work or host others in the community. Lots more of those popping up. But even also having something like they have up front for the artists to come and do spoken word or open mic.
Or the jam sessions that they have on Wednesday. Y'all got to check that out. It's a treat. It's definitely a treat.
Shout out, free promotion. To Peter Street Station, 333 Peter Street. Y'all can find them on social media at 333 Peter Street. That is also their address, so it's very convenient if you're here in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Shout out to Maya Bailey, Tukey Carter. Actually has something every day of the week. So I know the
every day of the week they have something going on.
Then they have poetry on Peters.
They do.
I was bragging about their open mics to one of my clients, and I'm like, let me find a place. There's something. And she was like, like poetry on Peters.
Yes.
And I'm like, I guess it might be something like that, but no, this is. There's a 333 Peter Street.
Right.
So I was looking it up to give to her, and I seen the poetry, and I was like, they done winning the whole brand of the whole poetry.
You can come in from off the streets and sign up and do spoken word, and that's what I love about it. It's like you can just come in and feel the vibe, and you can get right in the
super
thick of things,
down to earth.
Yes.
Like not
everybody's welcome.
And you see everybody there.
Everybody. And I love it. I love our people. I love it.
I love our people. So tell everybody where they can follow you to find out more information about your art gallery when it opens.
You can follow me on Instagram, art_junkie. That's art, ARTTT_junkie, JUNKIE. You can find me there. I post all my flyers. You can email me. I have my email up there. You can send me a DM. If you're an artist looking to do a solo show, I'm your girl.
Or looking to purchase art.
You
always need them coins.
Yes.
Bring them in. Thank you so much, Miss Kia, for joining us again on today for another episode of Dr.O After Dark. You guys know where you can like, follow, subscribe on all social media platforms under Dr. Olivia West. And we are also now on your favorite podcast station at Dr.O After Dark. So make sure you tune in. See you all next time.